Hello, how are you, my dear students? I hope you all are safe and happy at your home. And I'm sure you have started studying. The video sessions are very interesting. Yes? In this session, we will do a small revision. Let us start. Chapter 1, Arrival of Europeans in India. Up till now, you have understood that the whole world was crazy about Indian commodities. We were full of resources. Europeans were gaining great profit from Indian commodities. We saw Europeans like Portuguese, Dutch, British, and French. They came to India for trading. The demand for Indian commodities such as silk, muslin, spices, black pepper, cotton clothes, etc. increased in the European countries. The main purpose was to utilize Indian resources. All the raw material was easily available here. Europeans were gaining great profit. It was the best way for them to earn money. Europeans traded through Constantinople, but unfortunately Muslim Turks seized the routes and started charging heavy taxes. Europeans were not ready to pay the taxes. It was a major task for them to find a new way. The big question was how to find the new sea route to India. Further, we saw many sailors tried their best to find out the new sea route to India. It was a very risky task. Christopher Columbus was an Italian explorer. He went on his journey and found out a new land. This new land was America. He was under a misconception that he has discovered a new sea route to India. Finally, the Portuguese discovery of the sea route to India was the first recorded trip made directly from Europe to India via the Cape of Good Hope in the Atlantic Ocean. It was undertaken under the command of Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama reached Calicut and took permission from King Zamorin. They were earning well and gained lot of power. They started misbehaving and were not paying taxes. They ignored all the warnings. Thus, Shah Jahan was very angry and the European ships were burnt as per the order. At the end of 16th century, the Dutch of Holland came to India for trading. Initially, they established forts at Madras and Pulicat. They also established trading center at Agra. Meanwhile, the British also arrived in India. Dutch were not able to expand their territories in India because of Britishers. Britishers were great in their planning. They expanded British East India Company. They were earning really well. French also came and established French East India Company. Britishers and French never had good relations. They were in competition. So in order to achieve supremacy, they fought battles. Finally, Britishers won. French were left with only few territories and Britishers expanded their empire. Aurangzeb allowed Britishers to pay taxes annually. So they were enjoying these policies and gained great profit. Students, you have to understand this concept that whenever a new person will come as a king, they will set their own rules and policies. So, after Aurangzeb, the Nawabs came and Nawabs had their own policies. Britishers were not ready to adjust and pay the taxes according to the Nawabs. Thus, it created a very bad situation and they were getting warnings, but the Britishers always ignored the warnings. Then a strong ruler, Siraj-ud-Daulah, came. He compelled Britishers to pay taxes. Britishers were ignoring all the warnings. Siraj had a great army. Britishers were frightened. Robert Clive made a conspiracy. He bribed Commander-in-Chief Mir Jafar. Mir Jafar was an efficient commander in Siraj's army, but he agreed to share secrets and killed Siraj. Mir Jafar became the new Nawab of Bengal. Soon, Mir Jafar realized his mistake. He had no powers. Britishers were treating him like a puppet. He expressed his anger to Britishers. He wanted to rule in his kingdom. Britishers were irritated with Mir Jafar. So they removed Mir Jafar and made a new Nawab, that was Mir Kazim. Mir Kazim was son-in-law of Mir Jafar. Hence, they thought that he is going to handle things properly. But Mir Kazim was a very ambitious king. He also wanted the kingdom to have the proper set of rules and regulations. Now, the Britishers, they were filled with anger. So Mir Kazim and Britishers, they had a battle. But because Britishers were very strong, they had great planning, they defeated Mir Kazim also. Thus, students, in this chapter you can see the power of Britishers. I hope, students, you have understood the chapter. We will now give you worksheets and solutions for the same. Till then, take care, students. Bye bye.